Selena. It's a bad baby. Oak Cliff girl. Way made you change my world. Damn, you're so fine, girl. Oak Cliff girl. Put them heels on and rule.
Welcome to Selena's Couch, where you are welcome to be free to be yourself. So you can lay your head on my couch, on my pillows.
It's all good. We can do whatever we want to do now. I'm in my bag right now, and I got a feeling, babe. Yeah, you're gonna be my number one lover. Screaming like making love to each other. With the lights on top of the covers. Just me and you, babe. And I feel like you're my
Love you to Reese's Pieces.
Get you a word. Nana nana boo boo.
Hello. I hope everybody can hear me. If you can, please put a 1 in the chat. I would hate to be talking for a whole 30 minutes and nobody can hear anything that I'm saying. So if you can put a 1 in the chat, I would really appreciate it. I hope it's not no echoing either. Hey, how are you? Cutting Edge. Hey, Earth Day, how are you? Gold Mouth, how are you? Miss V, DL, thank you for coming through, Ryan. Okay, hey, Don, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see everybody that came in the chat. I appreciate you. Well, you know me. Every now and then I'll be having some open panels. And if you can see in the description box, I said open panel, but no weirdos. It seems that when I do open panel, we have people that feel like they have the right to come up on somebody's platform and jack off. So I don't know what that's all about. But this is not the Hey, Chill. Hey, Ryan. This is not the platform for jacking off. If you want to go to the Pornhub, you know, that's over there, not here. So all weirdos, please stay away. If I had some, I wish I could have something that could repel some of these weirdos like vampires and garlic. That garlic can really repel them. So if I could have something that could repel weirdos, that would be excellent. But unfortunately, since we're on YouTube and it's a public forum, kind of, social media is for the public. So you're going to get all types of different types of people. Hey, Billy, different type of people that don't have good sense. And some do. They just want to be a butthole the rest of their life. So they do some of the most idiotic things. So yeah, but yeah, I have to say that because, like I said, I had someone coming up on my platform. I was just having a great time, just talking. I think it was me, Phoenix, and somebody else. I think it was Russell. Look at this idiot. And thank God that somebody pulling out in front of you, don't even have the right of way, they dumb self. Well, here's another Chronicles of Road Rage. How about that? But anyway, we was up there talking, and we just having a good conversation. And they didn't see it, but I put the overlay up, and I saw this little white little pecker being massaged in front of my camera. I'm like, what the world is that? At first, I thought it was a little Vienna sausage, because I used to eat them back when I was a kid. And I said, oh no, this is somebody's peen. And so thank God I had the overlay up. I was able to keep that from, everybody else seeing it. And so my live stream didn't go down. But yeah, it looked just like a little old Vienna sausage. I said, boy, if you try to show that off, you need You need to be mad at God and your parents, honey, because you ain't got nothing to show off. Jacking off on a camera. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Anything that's short and little, you need to hide it. I'll be trying to show that off. But anyway, everybody's not blessed. Everybody's not blessed. So but thank you for those that came in the chat. Like I said, this is open panel. I put the link in the chat. We can talk about anything that you guys want to talk about. We can talk about relationships. We can talk about friendships. We can talk about just anything, work, what's going on in the world. What's the new things that's actually uh what's the new thing that's actually happening out here today? I'm driving, so I can't focus a lot on what's going on, but I want to I know people seem to keep talking about Charlie Kirk, and then his wife, they're talking about his wife. They're saying she's a little too happy to be a grieving widow. I don't know about that. I'm gonna have to do some, I always say I'm gonna have to do some research because I don't know about that. But everybody grieves differently. Some people, hide their emotions publicly, and some people go crazy, you know what I'm saying? Or some people go through depression. So it's different things that people go through when they are grieving. With me, I'm depressed. I don't want to talk to you. Please don't call me. And I had to let people know when my father had passed in 2021. I say I give people a disclaimer. I said, I appreciate you for calling me. I really do. But at this point right now, I don't feel like talking and answering questions. And I said, but if you want to know any other information, you can call my sister, one of my sisters. One of my sisters is not my father's child. So she was able to help me out with that. And I tell people, please don't take it personal. It's nothing personal. It's just right now I don't want to talk. And you got some of these relatives, they don't mean no harm. But they ask you all kinds of questions that is not the right, how did he die? What happened? Well, what did he say before he look? I don't want to answer none of that. And please don't ask me that, because I'm liable to tell you off. Because at this point right now, I'm just not in the mood. And people don't mean no harm. They're inquisitive. Some of them are concerned. Some of them just plain nosy. You know what I'm saying? So I had to kind of tell people, just chill out. I don't want to hear that right now. I don't want to ask no questions right now. So I always tell people, I always give people a disclaimer. And still, it's going to be people that's going to be offended. But I'm like, I don't give a damn if you are offended or not at that point, because right now I'm hurting. And I really I've given you a disclaimer to let you know it ain't nothing personal. Now, how you take it, that's on you. But I done told you. You know what I'm saying? So I have to kind of go and do that. But thank God I had some understanding people and people that know how I am, and they didn't take it like it was towards them. They understood, I'm just one of those people. When I'm going through certain things at times, it takes me a while. I don't want to talk. You know what I'm saying? So give me a break, So that's just me. That's how I process things. But they were saying that, Charlie Kirk's wife was, acting like she was really happy. She had some weird behavior. I thought it was pretty interesting. She had two big rings on her hand. One was with the M, and one was with the F. And some people were saying, oh, it was Freemasonry. She's a Freemason and all of that. And they were saying that the F, of course, for Freemasons. And I don't know. I'll just say, honey, I don't know what's going on. And I don't want to judge the young lady because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But like I said yesterday, everything that seems a way may not be. So I wouldn't put it past anybody. But at the same time, I try not to give my judgments on things until further, further information. And then I'll go from there because we can't judge people in different circumstances. Everybody handles things differently. And so yeah, but that was it. With that situation with the grieving widow that they think is really being fake or whatever. And sometimes when you don't do what other people think you should do, people call it fake, and it may not be fake. It may be a behavior you don't understand or can't comprehend. It doesn't make it fake. But I digress. Who knows? I don't know what's in that woman's head or in her heart. I just know for me, I know how I grieve. So that's the only thing that I can go on. But anyway, what else can we talk about? So I believe, now don't quote me on this, has it been 14 or 16 bodies that have been found in Houston? We have a serial killer going around in Houston, Texas. And please help me out because I don't want to give any misinformation on this. This is extremely important that people should know about this. If you're in the Houston area, if in or whatever area you're in, just be aware that you have a lot of demonic people around here that do not care about anybody's life. They don't care if you have a family, if you don't have nobody. They just want to unalive folks. They just that hateful and evil. Unfortunately, I know one of the victims that was 20 years old, that was a U of H student, was one of his victims. Um, Now, I do believe they have some. Now, don't quote me on this. I do believe they may have this suspect in custody. I don't know where the hell this nigga going, but he needs to drive in one lane instead of two. Idiot. So I'm sorry. Um, tell you, Road Rage Selena comes out. She said, "We don't know their marriage and type." Yeah, right. You don't know people relationships. So I try not to speak on people's stuff that I don't know nothing about. I may look at something and be like, "Oh, this look weird," but I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? That ain't none of my business, but it do look strange. I may say something like that, but I ain't gonna go all and dissect the person's relationship because I wouldn't want nobody doing me like that. You know what I'm saying? You said, "Excuse my hidden." I realized I did it earlier, Selena. Okay. Um. Oh, okay. Who did you hide? Some idiot that came in. Hey, Liz. How are you? I see your kids over there. Boy, you busy with them kids. Honey, when you are a mother, for what my sister say, your job is never done. You're always doing something for your children. Okay, I gotta go. Earth Day. I gotta go and look on my. I get home. I look on my laptop and see who you hit accidentally. Okay, say. Yeah, I know you stay busy with them kids. I said if I ever become a mom, I'm be like, look, that's too many activities. Pick one or two. I ain't doing all that ripping and running. Oh goodness, that's a lot of work. But yeah, I was looking at this little boy today. That's one of my inclusion students, and I mean, this boy, he is a little bit slow, on something, but he is so cute. He looks just like he could be my child. Which I'm not. My child is gonna be smart and brilliant. But I'm just saying, this little boy, he is so cute. He's a little, he got the same complexion I do with curly little hair, and got these big eyes, and they're little slanted. He is just so cute. And I love that when I first seen that little boy, I said, "Oh my goodness, you know, it's a cutie patootie." So some of those children, like I said, they have a special place in my heart. It's something about them. You know how some kids, you just, it's something about them. They just so cute. Then there's some of them, you're like, please stay away from me. Don't say anything to me. Goodbye. Go away. I got one little boy. Can I see? Okay. Yeah, I got one little boy. I his oh Lord, Austin. Well, I probably shouldn't have said his name. Austin is he's a little strange and he's a little irritating as well. Um, that's the one I told you that walks around and twists. He's one of them that twist around the whole campus. I don't know what he got going on, but his mother and his grandmother raise him, and there's no father in the home, which is probably one of the reasons he's twisting around because he's used to seeing his grandma and mom twisting and turning and going on, and his most hated, and he said something to me. Oh, Miss Selena. I ain't gonna say my last name just in case. Well, some people already know. But Miss Selena, how are you doing today? I said, go away. Go away. I said, you've already spoke to me once. You don't need to speak to me. Keep speaking to me. But Miss Selena, I just want to say hello. I said, you've already said it once. Just go away. Go to class. How about that? Can you ever just go to class? But I just wanted to say hello and see how you were doing today. If you're okay. Like, yo, go. This is my last time. This boy get on my nerves, okay? Like, he ain't one like my cutie patootie. He just an irritant. And he just twisting and twisting. And honey, he's a straight up drama queen. He don't get his way. He walk out of class. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I don't have time for this. And I'm like, Austin, get back in class. I have to tell him, to go in his certain teachers' classes, and he'll twist out of there. And I was like, no. I said, you have to follow what your teacher says. They're not listening to me. I was like, okay, Austin, you are a child. I said, you are a child and you are a student and you're supposed to be doing your work. I said, you cannot get your way. But I don't understand. It's just not right. It's not fair. I was like, Austin, I ain't got time for this. Quit being a drama queen. Go to class now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this little dude here is worse. Then I'll be in my classroom. This little, oh Lord, I'm about to say, this little boy, he will start knocking on my door. And I have like a little shield to, where my door is, where, the window is, where it blocks people from seeing, but a little bit of it at the bottom is open. So he goes down and peek through to see if he can see me in the classroom. So now what I do is cut the lights off so he won't think that, but he'll still look in there anyway. And he's knocking on the door. Miss Selena. I said, what? Go away. You know what I'm saying? I just want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you, Austin. Go away. You're not in my class. Go. This little boy here is special. Hey, SJ. Hey, D. Santana. Good to see you. SJ, I've been praying for you, girl. I know. I don't know how you feel, but I've lost my dad as well. And so my heart goes out to you. For real. I have been praying for you, honestly. But yeah, I was like, yeah, boy, I'm like, that boy is the most worstest little boy I have ever seen in my entire life. So I said, yo, I am so glad I don't have to deal with him. Like, at one point, I was like in the behavior unit where I had to deal with him, and then they moved me to inclusion, to be a part of, be an inclusion teacher. So I said, well, I'd rather do that instead of working in the behavior unit, because you do got a lot of nut cases in there. But some of the kids are not really nutcases. Some of them are just, they have anger issues. Maybe some of it's because they can't really read, or there's some things like going on at home. So some of them are just trying or acting out. And then some of them are completely nutcases. It's one little boy, oh, not little, he's a big boy. He's in the 8th grade, but I think he probably flunked a couple of times. He probably should be a sophomore or a junior. He's that big and tall. And he comes, when he saw me one day, he just kept staring at me. I was like, this little weirdo. So then we go outside for a fire drill, and he's like looking and stuff like that. Then I said, be quiet. I said, turn around. I said, turn around, because he just kept looking at me and stuff. And then he said, you got a fat ass. I said, what did you say? Nothing. I was talking to him. I said, oh, so you said that to him? Tell me what you said, because I wanted him to repeat what he said. He was saying under his breath, I got a fat ass. He said, you got a fat ass. But he didn't think I heard what he said. So I say, little boy, and one of the I said, turn around and be quiet. Keep your words to yourself. Keep your thoughts to yourself. So every time he sees me now, he's such a weird look. He's such a weird boy. He sees me, he starts he'll start screaming. I'm like, what the, like, this dude is really something wrong with this boy. Like, he should be in a mental institution. So every time I pass him by, he starts, I said, yo, I'm gonna have to stay away from you. And I told the summer, because we got a lot of male teachers, I said, keep him away from me. I said, because something is wrong with him. And if he come a little too far, I'm gonna find whatever I have in my hand and I'm gonna knock him the hell out. And I mean, because he's a weirdo. You know, I mean, these little boys is fresh. I'm telling you, my grandmother would always say when boys are they kind of like hormones, that she would say either they fresh or they mannish. So yeah, these little boys, they off the hook. You know what I'm saying? And even some of the girls, man, I be catching the girls and the boys. I had to call a friend. I said, listen, listen, friend. I said, is my ass that much of a distraction? My friend just started laughing because she was like, oh Lord, what? I said, man, these, not only do the boys look, the girls look too. I said, yo, this is getting creepier by the day. So yeah, I have had a interesting, I can't see hardly the sun. I have had an interesting year so far. Okay. We just started up. Okay. So I'm just like, yo, I think my ass is a distraction. I do be wearing like blazers and stuff, to hide my you know, my bumps and the humps, but unfortunately I can't hide everything. You know what I'm saying? But I don't be looking like Teacher Bay. Teacher Bay, the one they call Teacher Bay, honey, she was showing it all out. But I have been really, I dress really sophisticated, and I dress really, professional. I don't dress where I'm like I'm going to the club or I'm going out, regularly. No. I dress really nice with blazers. So I'm not really sure why my ass is such a distraction at school. I'm not sure. So anyway, yeah, so that was an interesting, I don't know what is wrong with these retarded people. They driving like they in the school zone. Ooh, Lord, talk about slow. But yeah, so yeah, it's been a very interesting year so far. God just helped me to get through. I be praying every day. Help me to get through without catching a case. Help me let these kids keep their hands to themselves. Let me keep my hands to myself. If I feel like it's getting too much, let me take a break so I won't say anything and have to fight some of these parents. Yeah, John. What's up, TJ? Yeah, I have to hide my bumps and the humps. That's why, like I said, that's why I'll be wearing them long blazers. But like I said, my ass is just a distraction to these girls and these boys. I catch girls looking, and I catch boys looking. I catch this little boy today. I said, what are you looking at? Nothing. I said, yeah, and keep looking at nothing. You know what I'm saying? Turn your head, and then sometimes they be in a group and they be pointing and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, Lord have mercy. I don't know what to put on, a blanket, a sheet. I don't know what to put on. Like I said, I don't just be dressing any kind of way when I go to, to work. I understand that, as women, when you have bodies, you gotta make sure, especially when you're around young men, that you gotta present yourself in a respectful way. So I don't know. I just say, well, it is what it is. I can't hide everything. But you say you ain't gonna lie. You could. Yeah, and sometimes them little girls, they give you them little girls, they some hateful little jealous things. But the boys, like I said, they try to give me a hard time just a little bit, just so that I can say something to them. I'm like, you ain't gonna get me in no scandal saying, Selena, the teacher, the inclusion teacher at such and such district was caught. Better keep your little paws out. I like grown men. Some of these teachers are sick. They see one of them little nice looking boys and stuff, and some of them they'll try the girls. They just some sick people out here. But I'm not one of them. 'Cause you ain't gonna see me in no mess like that. And it be the truth. Now them kids will lie on you in a minute, but the truth, hey, no, you ain't gonna see me. I like grown men. Yes, indeed. I don't play that. But yeah, these some little hellions out here, honey. You gotta watch them. You gotta watch them, honey. But yeah, like I say, my ass is a distraction. Lord have mercy. But anyway, ain't too much going on. Anybody want to come up? Where Russell stinking butt? Where Russell no teeth having self at? Ain't seen Russell in a minute. He came. What did I talk to Russell? Came up here. What day was it? One day he came on my platform. I be wanting people to come on my platform. Everybody go to these people platforms and talk and have discussions. I have to buster filibuster the whole thing, the whole live sometimes. Don't nobody want to come up on my platform. What's up with that? I know I'm not that boring. You said, have you had any parents complain about you or coworkers? Hey, Kevin, because of how I look or just in general? Yeah, I had one little boy. You said my hat goes off. I had one little boy that lied to his mom and said that I called him ugly. You know what I'm saying? And because another situation, my butt being a distraction. um he said something about my butt. He was a fourth grader, and he didn't think I heard him. It was something like it was big or something. He said, I don't know, it was something like that. And I said, what did you say? And then the other little boy, it was him that said it. No, it wasn't. And then he started crying, and I immediately knew that it was him. He's just lying out of his teeth. And so I said, and I told the principal. Well, he went back and told his mother that I called him ugly, a ugly little boy. That's what he told his mama. So his mama came up there mad, trying to find me. I'm like, why y'all didn't call me? Because baby, it would have been on and popping. You looking for me? Okay. Like, what? I'm gonna run? Hell no. So I said, so the principal came to me and the assistant principal is like, Miss Selena, we know you didn't say that, but we still have to go through the protocol and see what happened. And I said, well, I told you what happened. I told you what he said, and I told you what I did, which I came to report it to you. I said, but as far as me calling him ugly, no, I didn't call. I'm more professional than that. Now I might be thinking he an ugly little muskrat, but I didn't say that. I just said that this little boy had said something inappropriate to me. And so, and I told him what was said. That, like I said, that was last year, so I forgot the exact thing. But anyway, so she came up there trying to fight me. And well, I don't know if she was trying to fight me, but she wanted to see what was going on because she was like, how dare, the office clerk was telling me she was pretty upset, saying she shouldn't be calling my son. First of all, your little angel just sit up there and lie to your funky butt. And nobody worrying about your kid. Your kid worrying about my ass. So I'm just kind of like, what you gonna do? And if I did, what you gonna? I mean, I don't understand this. But anyway, of course I wouldn't call a child ugly in their face. Okay, I might say it up under my breath. I might say it as I walk away. But I'm not gonna. I'm more professional than that. Come on now. I'm like, and so because I was telling one of my cousins, Zenobia, about it. She's like, "Well," I'm like, "No, it ain't no well. I know how to conduct myself dealing with kids because I understand they repeat everything that you say." And so I understand that I'm working as a professional and I can't respond in the way I would want to. You know what I'm saying? So that was one experience I had. I haven't had a lot at all because, like I said, I'm very professional, and like I said, I dress professional. Um, so I never really had any really big issues besides that one. And he lied another time. He said that I was talking about him. And I was trying to tell another teacher because the teacher was asking who was it so she could keep an eye on him because it was, I think, one of her students. And as I was doing that, he went back and told his mom, "Oh, she's talking about me," and all this kind of crap. I'm like, this little boy needs therapy. He's just a straight up liar. But your little kids, some of these little kids, your little angels are not innocent. They're not innocent at all. Some of these kids are bad as hell. Some of these kids, you can teach them all day long and how to be a productive citizen of society. And they come to school and act like you didn't teach them nothing. That's just how some of these kids are. And it's really sad, but the generation that we live in, I know for me, I'm a millennial. So my if my folks got any word that I was cutting up in class or anything else, that would be my ass. Okay. That would be, my legs would be on the right. My feet would be on the left. I mean, my teeth would be on the other side. I mean, I just know that it was going to be consequences if my teacher or principal were to call and say something about me, or if another adult, for that matter. But these kids now, they'll do anything. They have no consequences because some of these parents don't give them consequences. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, oh Lord, give me the strength. Each and every day, I am praying that God gives me the strength and the tolerance, because it takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of determination. It takes a lot of strength to keep yourself together in a very high stress job. You know what I'm saying? And I know my older sister always told me, you get a job in teaching, you'll always have a job. But she didn't tell me the rest. Like, I want to pull off my lace front and my real hair out at the same time. Like, that's how stressed sometimes I be. And that's why a lot of times I do a lot of things, fun activities to kind of bring balance to my life. You know what I'm saying? To give me some type of, fun and stress relief, when I hang out with certain people, or somebody been call me, be like, hey, yo, let's do this, let's do that. I'd be like, okay, and it kind of relieves that stress off of me. So yeah, I'm thankful for having a life. I really am. It's really important. Hey, Mr. Bevins. So, well, this is Selena's couch, so anybody is welcome to come up. But no, can y'all tell me why people just don't want to come up on my platform? Is it because it's not enough people? Or what is it? Why do people not want to come on my platform? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it. Why don't nobody want to come up? Please, young Riaz, go to sleep. I don't know where young Riaz is, but young Riaz, go to sleep. Okay? Somebody new come up. That's not trying to jerk off. Like I said, I had that before. I ain't trying to meet Mr. Jerk Off. Like I said, the last time Mr. Jerk Off came up in my chat, so has to get his little vine and sausage out of here. But I'll be wondering, I'm like, why nobody want to hit my platform? Huh? I need to start doing some interviews. I need to get I got one interview I'm thinking about doing this month. But yeah, I ain't got too much going on today. I'm just thankful that I am definitely being myself. I'm not giving up, you know what I'm saying? Um I'm thankful that I'm actually um yeah, I'm just enjoying who I am. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm a good storyteller. No, most people probably maybe not. Well, I'm a good storyteller. At least I think I am. I think I'm very comical when I get started. When I get started, it's hard to stop. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what's going on. I'm trying to think. What else do I need to get? Something I need to get from the store right now. But yeah, I really appreciate it. Anybody want to come up? Miss V, you want to come up? Cutting Edge, you want to come up? You want to come up, Cutting Edge? Miss V? Mr. Bevins, you ain't never hit. Where's TJ? TJ done went in the bushes. TJ, get your dark chocolate self. TJ probably walked off. I need somebody to come up. This makes the live more interesting, the live stream more interesting. That's why it's called Selena's Couch. It means somebody wants to sit on my couch. Shoot, I tell you, not just a few months ago, it was, I had people wanting to get on my couch. Now people be acting funny. You say I would love to, but I will not. Okay. Okay. All right. You will not. I got you. Everybody's not a person that likes to be on the panels. You know what I'm saying? Some people just don't. And if I could go back, guys, I wouldn't be on the panel either. If I could go back, guys, you guys would never know me. Because I would stay in the bushes and I would stay there. I wouldn't come out. I wouldn't get on a panel. I wouldn't get in the chat. I wouldn't do none of that. I would just stay in the bushes and watch everything, happen. I wish that I would have done that. But then again, if I didn't, I wouldn't have met some of you great, lovely people. But I wish that I did stay in the bushes, that nobody knew me. And yeah, that's what I really wished. But unfortunately, I had to be seen. I had to get in the chat. I had to start talking to people behind. I didn't have to. I did start talking to people behind the scene. I had to get on panels. I had to meet up with people. I didn't have, let me stop saying I had to. I did. That's where I messed up at. I should have kept it quiet and kept it cute and stayed in the bushes. The bushes is the safest place to be. If y'all don't know that. Hey Burberry. Tongue twister. Burberry, how are you? Yeah, I would have stayed in the bushes. I wouldn't even be bothered with folks. I'm really an introvert, y'all. I may sound like I'm an extrovert, which means, for some people that's outgoing, they're a people person. I'm not neither. I'm only outgoing when I want to be, and I'm not a people's person. I prefer to be to myself with only a very few people. I have a lot of associates and I have very few friends. Number one, I can see through a lot of BS, but sometimes my little, country girl, not with the naivety to think that sometimes, well, you got to give people a chance. Well, I stopped doing that a couple of years ago, when I realized giving people a chance is a detrimental. It can be detrimental to me. Not only can it be detrimental, it could be a time waster because some people are not worth your time. They are a waste of your time. So, hey, Alan. So, I really wish that I would have did what I was going to do at the very beginning, and that was just to watch things in the bushes, and because I didn't understand anything. Oh, what the hell? I had music going off in the background. Oh Lord, the devil is busy. I hope that Lord don't. I'm gonna have to pray over my car. That music just came out of nowhere. But anyway, um, Alan, good to see you. You said my voice. You said my voice is very important to me, and the tongue is very powerful. Yes, it is. That's okay. You want. You know how you want to look. Right, I do. And I'm thankful that I finally learned instead of being so dumb. Um, like I said, time people that are time wasters, oh my God, they're just the worst. You waste so much time trying to befriend snakes and Judases. And really it's just a waste of your time. But thank God, each day we live, he gives us another chance to get it right. You know what I'm saying? I said, don't be too stupid all the time. Every time I would see Miss Harris at my aunt's beauty shop, she would tell me, Selena, don't do anything stupid. So I would always hear that growing up, going to my aunt's beauty salon and her doing my hair. Miss Harris was an old lady. She was like in her 80s, still getting her hair dyed jet black. Hair is about as black as my tennis shoes, black tennis shoes. But anyway, she was an exceptional woman. But one thing she would always tell me, Selena, don't do anything stupid. And that's kind of the best, I think, advice that anybody can give you. Because a lot of times we do some stupid stuff and we can't blame nobody but ourselves. Just stupid. Just stupid. And I know I'm not slow like that. So I still didn't understand why I didn't get some things the first time. But hey, you live and you learn. But yeah, so that's kind of how that went or whatever. But I'm glad. Oh shit! Excuse me. I'm getting all these mosquitoes over here. Let me get you up out of here. The devil is alive. They ain't coming up in here biting me. I know my blood tastes good, but goodness. Ooh, yeah, them mosquitoes, boy, they love me. I'm O negative, and these mosquitoes be, boy, they be looking for me. Dang, I'm like, what the hell? Russell, Russell, come on up here. Somebody love me, and if nobody else, Russell, Russell with his no teeth having butt. Come on, Russell. I need you, friend, baby daddy. What's good? Have you been panel popping today, homeboy? Know your ass been panel popping. That's what you do. Ooh, look, these mosquitoes biting me. I guess they say you so sweet. Hmm. I wish I would. He said, I want some of that sweetness, honey. Russell, them little boys, boy, they vanish at that school. Some of them girls too. Now these girls, they kind of go both ways. Them look, I think my booty a distraction, Russell. Man, little kids going crazy at school. And I be covered up, Russell. What's wrong with these kids? Did I put the link in the chat? Russell, get your butt up here. My little H-Town thought. Get your butt up here. Come up here. Like the slave master would say, bring your butt up here. Like I said, I ain't talking about nothing. This is, like I said, this is just a little short live that I'm just trying to do. And I'm just being silly before I go into the house. Like I said, I'm in my car right now. I'm about to go in. It's volunteer. It is volunteer with Selena. Yeah. It shows a distraction for some of these kids, boy. They can't even focus. I'm like, mm-mm. I'm gonna have to put a blanket on. But yeah, I had a pretty good day. I hope that you guys had a good day. Um it's almost it's Tuesday, so once we get through Wednesday, that hump day is getting close to Friday. And then we have our October break in the third week of October. So I'm excited about that. We're gonna be out for a whole week. Shout out to that. So I'm like, thank God. So I'm gonna try to go back. I'm going back to the fair the third week of October, God willing. And so yeah, I'm really looking forward to that being off. I really do. Because every time the teacher's off, that's a blessing from God. Because you just have no idea how much I have to keep my mouth quiet a lot of times because I be want to go off so bad. But I be doing pretty good. I haven't got, handcuffed or anything, and escorted out the building. So that's a blessing. I take all, everything to me, I'm grateful for. I'm grateful every day I can get through the day without body slamming anybody, cussing anybody out, just losing my temper and stuff. I'm just really grateful. So shout out to maturity. Shout out to self-control. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Where is Russell? So Russell don't want to come up. So y'all just want to hear me talk. See, y'all wrong for that. See, when Grandma call and go live, people want to jump their ass up there. SJ, where your ass at? Come on up here, SJ. You ain't doing nothing. Who else? Somebody come on up. Just be begging folks come up. Y'all Negroes won't come up. Even hey, my Caucasian brothers and Latin brothers and sisters, y'all in the chat or y'all listening, y'all can come up too. Long as you ain't showing no body parts and just being weird. Please save the weirdness. Hey, say lie. Say y'all. Oh, forgive me, babe. Being my Israelite, my Israelite friend. Yeah, what was I talking about the other day? I said, boy, I want to go eat some. Oh yeah, I was eating some shrimp and all that out there at the fair. I said, I know my Israelite brothers and sisters, they don't play that. But I have to give me some of them shrimp and that catfish. They had some good food out there at the fair. Ben, I enjoyed it. I probably gained probably about 2 more pounds, but I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I'm in the gym. I'm in the gym. I'm gonna lose it. But yeah, shout out to everybody that came through. I don't know where Russell is. Usually he's so you know he loves coming up here, but I don't know where he might be doing something right now. So what y'all just sitting there until I bring up somebody that you want me to talk about, or what do y'all want? What do y'all want from me? Y'all want me to just talk? Well, I just been behaving myself. I just been staying out the way. Miss B, I'm surprised you ain't came up here. I just been trying to stay out the way. I've been trying to keep some my opinions to myself, my business, and that's suiting me well. But sometimes when you minding your business and staying out the way, sometimes it's like, you know, it's like people forget you a little bit, but that's all right. I'd rather for people to forget me than to keep pulling me in a mess. So hey, I'll take it. You said he comment in the chat. Yeah, Russell planning y'all wedding on. Oh, Russell ain't no. He already married to Genesis, so he ain't trying to plan no wedding. Russell, somebody done took your place, Russell. See, you waiting too long. Waiting too long. See. Yeah, I was hoping that Russell would come up or somebody. Alan, have you ever got on a platform before? I don't remember, but I think you may have a long time ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Cutting Edge, shoot, I'm Cutting Edge said, I love you, but no, I'm not coming up there. So okay, I got you, bro. I got you. Like I said, everybody not for being on panels, and I get it, honey. I don't know what these weirdos, they'll make content out of the littlest things. Yeah, that's the invite. That's why I said open panel. Everybody wants to be so everybody wants to be so shy with me, but they'll jump on anybody else's platform. Shit. Somebody gotta like me. Shoot. I I hope you guys can still hear me. I had to take my AirPod out. Uh out my ear. I'm about to go in because nobody's not hitting the panel. Like I said, nobody wants Selena's couch counseling, where it's free, $0. Um, I can talk to you about whatever you want, what you want to talk about. I can give you some advice on certain things, or give you another perspective, or just if you just want to hear yourself talk and you have nobody else to talk to. You said, Selena, why, sweetie? I would love to always come up if it weren't. Okay, let me see. Alan. Okay, let me let Alan up. Alan, or is that you?
Yes, ma'am, it is. How you doing?
Hi, how are you? I didn't want nobody porn bombing me.
Oh no, no, no. We don't do that unless we're alone. But other than that,
Oh,
nah.
okay. Well, how you been?
Oh, I've been fine. I've been twisting and turning, getting these nerves to unravel. But other than that, I'm okay.
Well, you were gone for like quite some time. Were you actually gone, or you were just in the bushes?
Oh, both.
Okay. So
I
was
was
it
in
because
Bushwick. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
because you seen so much BS going on, you decided, hey, let me just get away from this.
Oh, believe me, I started to think that, but I said, let me watch the shows from the bushes to see what goes on.
Okay, okay. Was it getting a little bit too much for you sometimes? The stuff that you were seeing and hearing?
Mostly by myself. Nope.
Okay, okay. I bet you were kind of surprised when you heard my name popping up, huh?
Yeah. I'm like, Selena
Uh,
asked about me. I'm like, okay.
nah,
Yeah.
honey, it
I
wasn't
feel
nothing
so
like that at
loved.
all. Yo, sometimes you get mixed up with the wrong people. You just you talk a little bit too much and not pay attention to what your surroundings and who you talking to. That was my
Oh,
problem. Hey, CX. So yeah, but like I said, don't believe the hype. That's all I
oh,
can tell you.
as long as we've seen each other on YouTube, you know, hype is it comes at a custom, you know.
Right, right, right. Yeah,
But
it
other than that,
does.
nah, I'd rather
Mm,
just
okay.
sit back, watch the show, not panel hop.
Right, right, right. So what made you come over here?
Maybe come over here. I like how you speak.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Oh, no
Thank you so
problem. No
much.
problem.
That's really encouraging because most of the time I wonder, I'm like, does anybody listen to me or is it just, what like I wonder sometimes, but then, you'll have people to be like, oh, it was one time I didn't go live for maybe about 2 weeks. I just took a break. I'm one of those people, I'll take a break. I won't tell people, I just take a break. And people was like, oh, they would see me in the chat. They were like, oh, we missed you. And I was like, oh, really? I didn't even think anybody noticed,
That
Uh,
I started to think the same way. Then then I
yes.
heard people
So,
put my name in subliminals like they aching for me to come back. And believe me, I was laying down aching to come back.
okay. Hey, Junior, you said, I like you, thick and pretty. What, what are you talking about? What are you talking on? This money sign is in the way. Uh, Oh, I'm just talking about anything. This is an open panel, and I'm just talking about anything, Junior. Good to see you. I hadn't seen you in a minute. I thought about you, Junior, when that fight. I said, I know he gonna be covering that fight with the what's his name? Crawford and I forgot that Hispanic guy. But I said I knew you were gonna be covering that. Shout out to you, Junior. Junior,
But
Alan Junior probably been knowing me as long as you have on here. Because
yeah.
I think I met him 2021. Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I
started
was
going to
on.
his platform.
I think I was on, but I wasn't, on the panels.
Right.
I was just in the chat typing.
Yeah, and I was telling you guys earlier, I said staying in the bushes is the safest place you could be. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be honest with you. If you're like in a beef sector, it's the best thing to do is stay in the bushes. But if you like in some of these other sectors, where they talk about different things, sometimes you got to be careful about them too. You just never know. But
Yeah.
I know for me, I was just like, I rather, if I could go back, I would rather stay in the bushes instead of, you know, actually just being known. You know what I'm saying? Or being just just doing content and stuff like that. But sometimes I say, well, everything happens for a reason. You know,
Yeah, it does. It
everything
does.
happens for a reason.
I
So
wish someone would have told me to keep my mouth closed in the chat because I was one of the roasters in the chat.
yeah, I remember you were so funny back then, and but I'm thankful that people like you didn't allow other people's view of me to change for you.
Oh,
You know what I'm
nah.
saying? So I appreciate that so much.
Oh, nah. I'm cool. In fact, you a cool chick to talk to.
Thank you, thank you.
If
So
it was
yeah,
if it was anybody else, I've been interview out.
right. Shout out to Alan. Shout out to all of those people that still rock with me. I got Junior the Truth. I gotta go visit his. Hey Blaze, how are you? Oh
And
no,
Junior,
it's just
I'm
the
a
open
junior as
panel.
well. And Junior, I'm
Yeah,
a junior as well.
yeah, Junior the Truth. I did an interview with him. Hey Blaze. Peace and continued blessings, Selena, and everyone in the house. Hope all is well. Stop through. What's the topic? Oh, it is just the open panel. And I was talking up here for a good 30 minutes, almost an hour, just talking. CX, I
Hey,
hope I spoke to you. Just
oh,
talking about
hey.
everything, you know what I'm saying? What's going on in the world. Nothing deep or anything. Every
Oh,
now and then
okay.
I like to do Selena's couch and I like to have people to come up and stuff and, have a conversation. So did you
Oh,
did you know about the murders that were going on in Houston? Did you know how many bodies did they found from the serial killer?
oh no.
Oh, you
In
didn't
fact,
know.
I'm just not hearing about it. I'm just not hearing about it right now.
Oh, okay.
Guys, where I am, it's a lot of murder too.
I have to do a live stream on that because I thought that I'm like, that's just right down the road for me. I think Houston's like 4 hours away from me. So, yeah,
Ooh,
that's just crazy.
then you a long way from me. I'm in West Helena, Arkansas.
You in Arkansas? Oh, okay. My dad has relatives down there. A lot of relatives come from Arkansas, Louisiana. Um, like in Magnolia, Falcon, Pine Bluff, Little Rock. Um,
Shout
what's
out to
some
the
other
Rock.
Waldo. So I have a lot of relatives out there in the Arkansas area.
Okay, all right, that's cool.
I can't tell you their last names because these people be doxing
Oh
and I don't want folks all in my
yeah.
information. But yeah, these are weirdos. You just never know who's listening. So yeah, I was just like I said, it's good to know another Arkansas person. But yeah, and you're from where? What part of Arkansas are you from?
West Helena.
West Helena. Okay, I ain't heard of that one before. Is that close to Little Rock?
Oh, that's 2 hours away from Little Rock and hour from Memphis, Tennessee. Shout out to y'all, by the way.
Okay. How long have you been living there? Are you from there? Are you
Uh, yeah,
you
yeah,
are you
I'm from
moved
there.
there?
I'm from here. I actually grew up here since I was 5 years old. I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois, but city boy raised into the country. There's some standards on that.
Oh, okay. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. Like I said, it ain't too much to do in Arkansas, but it's beautiful. It's
Yeah,
definitely beautiful there. I
yep,
know
natural place.
yeah, I went there last May. Was it last May or last June? I went there and like I said, I have a cousin. I think he has like 100 acres, and he had some goats on his land, and we were out there seeing those little baby goats and stuff. Very nice, very beautiful out there. but I don't know if I would want to stay. I don't know if I want to stay there, but it is very beautiful there. That's more for
Okay.
that. Arkansas is more for like, family. If you were more
Retirement.
settled down, yeah, that kind of thing. But
I understand.
but yeah, but it is definitely a beautiful place. And the air is even different down there than it is in Dallas. Like it seems like the air down there is so it just smells different, like in a good way. It's just I don't know. I can't even
Oh,
explain.
well,
It's
to explain it
fresh.
to you, it is the natural state. We grow rice here
Mm-hmm.
too, and we
Right.
also got paper mill in there, even though that stank to high hell.
Right. 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 Yeah, but okay. Well, I appreciate you coming up, Alan. You have been a blessing to me. And thank you so much for being a member to my channel. I really
Oh,
appreciate you and, your contributions to being over here. I really do.
oh, thank you, and thank y'all for making me a member. Having to come back from actually having to unravel some nerves and from niggas with perm dreads, but
What? What the hell is going on here? Boy, get over here. I will talk to you later, Alan. I'm finna get off of here. I'm finna go in the house and relax so I can do some studying tonight. And
oh,
yeah, I got some studying I got to do. SJ, don't say what. You should have brought yourself up here, SJ. Now I'm finna go. I got some studying to do. I have a psychology class that I have to take. So I gotta go in there. It's a test coming up this weekend, so I gotta make sure I'm prepared for that.
you need your full
And
focus.
and I'm going there and cook me something to eat so I can get ready to go in for tonight. You know what I'm saying? Start another day, God
Yeah.
willing. But hey, GMC, how are you? You
Oh,
said you was
people
on a
come
call.
out.
Oh, okay. I'm wondering. I said, what the hell? SJ won't come up, and y'all sit up there, and I know Rodney went live today, and I know you done popped up there, SJ. But next time, come on up, okay?
Oh,
How you
can I say
doing,
one
Jim?
thing before I get off?
Uh huh.
Can I say one more thing before I get off?
Of course.
Okay. Everybody love and live life. And with me as Wild Joker, fair abuse, YouTube, fair abuse. Just want y'all to know that.
What the hell? Oh, Lord. Bye, Alan. You're crazy.
Thank you for
Oh,
inviting me.
Lord. Okay, thank you so much, Alan. You said, "Oh Lord, you done cuss me out." I didn't cuss you out. It's all in love. But no, I didn't cuss you out this time. You said, I don't mind. Oh yeah, I just give you a hard time because it's fun. GMC, have you ever hit a link? Next time you hit the link, come up here. Come up here. Oh goodness, I'm finna go. When I start getting goofy, I need to get off of here because I've been said the wrong thing. But anyway, I'm probably doing Selena's couch one day this week, coming up. Maybe Friday when I'm on my way home, or no, on my way to the gym because I gotta go to the gym. I go to the gym Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. I'm gonna start going on Saturdays too, so I can do 4 days instead of three. But I'm gonna get y'all to come on up. I'm gonna do another Selena's couch. So you said I haven't. You said I've hit several links. Oh, okay. I've never heard you, GMC. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never heard you, but I know you funny though. But I'm finna get out for here so I can go in there and cook me something to eat. You guys be good. I'm gonna try my best to be good and not cuss these cheering out. And so and what else? That's it. And yeah, just try to stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody that came through and showed me some love. Shout out to and if I got any cash apps, I appreciate you. Anybody that will become a member, I appreciate that. Or if you just press the like button, I appreciate that because you didn't have to do that. I appreciate everybody that came through just to say hello. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Selena.
It's a vibe, baby. Oak Cliff girl. Can't make you change my world. Damn, you're so fine, girl. Oak Cliff girl. Put them heels on and rule my
Welcome to
world.
Selena's Couch, where you are welcome to be free to be yourself. So you can lay your head on my couch, on my pillows.
It's all good. We can do whatever we want to do now. I'm in my bag right now. And I got a feeling, babe. Yeah. You're gonna be my number one lover. Spend the night making love to each other. With the lights on top of the covers. Just me and you, babe. And I feel like you're my
Love you to Reese's Pieces.
Get you a word. Nana boo boo.